came crashing down, and my life changed forever.
Ronnie Fields, one of the legendary can't-miss high school basketball stars from Chicago, was so good he had a virtual ticket to NBA riches. Then a car crash changed everything. Life story, the subject of a new documentary. Ronnie and his producer, Thatcher Kamin, here tonight. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Ronnie, I did a story on you. We've done a couple of different stories over the last several years talking about what did happen. But this documentary now is more detailed about your life and what did happen. As Thatcher said, we all know how great of a basketball player you were, but now it's a discussion about what specifically went wrong and what you're doing now, right?
Well, now that I'm finished, this was my final year playing overseas, and I'm back here in Chicago, and I got a chance to come back and forth during the season, and that's when we, me and Thatcher met up at the gym where we talked about, impact in terms of the community and from my, situation of the things that I've been through to pretty much just try to, give back and, give people hope in terms of some of the things that they may go through in life.
Thatcher, what do you hope to tell in terms of the story to the people that, like you said, a new generation that may not remember Ronnie, young ball players coming up saying, who?
Exactly. I think these days it's Derrick Rose, Anthony Davis, Jabari Parker coming up.
Yep.
And in working with kids in the community and everything like that, they don't really know who Ronnie is, just through stories. And so really we just want to be able to get his story out there and say, you can be as high as Ronnie was and be as low as Ronnie got. And you can come back from that and bounce back. And that's the name of the title of the story. And everything Ronnie's been through, I think, really just speaks to that message that, whether it's basketball, life in general. I mean, nobody's perfect. And, we tackle the subjects in the documentary. And, we just really want to get that message out there.
You two met in the gym. You're both working out. And that's how this whole thing was founded. Now, tell me, Thatcher, what struck you about his story? You said, we all know he was a fantastic ball player, but it's the things that happened to him that brought him down and then made him rise up like a phoenix later on.
Exactly. So it really wasn't Ronnie Fields was in a car accident and that ended his career. There was so much more that went into this story of what happened to Ronnie, from the car accident, the DePaul incident, to his first professional experience, to him putting himself in situations which he obviously regrets to this day. But beyond that, it's a story of motivation. And as a creative producer, if you can have a story about success, failure, and redemption that's real, that really strikes someone who, as in the media field, I would say.
Right.
And if you can tell that story and take on that responsibility and really just gaining Ronnie's trust that we were here to tell the story that, what really happened, because things just get, in the media, things can get a little, skewed, and we just want to set the record straight. And we have Kevin Garnett, Scoop Jackson, Vince Carter, Mike Bibby, Joey Meyer. These are people that were on the ground with Ronnie when all this was happening. So it's been 2 years in the making, and it's where we're at now.
For those that are just tuning in on the WGN News at 5 o'clock, Ronnie was teammates with Kevin Garnett. Now, when you look at Kevin from those high school days to where he is now, what do you feel?
Well, just watching, like I say, it's a great joy to be able to play with a guy that great, and some of the other guys, that I grew up in with Bibby and Vince. So when I get a chance to watch them while I'm overseas and, getting a chance to watch games, you just look at the situation in terms of how much they, pretty much get better every year and still be able to play at a high level even at this age.
That's great. Now, gentlemen, you also have a fundraiser going on to help make the documentary happen. How do we find that link?
Exactly. So we've today just made it live on Kickstarter. When you're doing a documentary like this, there's a lot of T's that have to be crossed and a lot of I's that have to be dotted. So we're looking for people to contribute, either if they can financially or just go to Kickstarter. There'll be a link on WGN's website. And just share the link, though, because we really want to get the message out there. And people have the opportunity to contribute. It's a very small amount. They receive some rewards. That's the way Kickstarter works. We think we can finish this project up here fairly shortly, expedite the finishing it off, and go from there and get it out there.
Thatcher Kamin, documentary producer. Ronnie Fields, thanks for joining us. Good luck with the documentary. We look forward to seeing it later on.
Thanks.